Hi everyone, in this video let's discuss about SEBI LODR regulations 2015 and the amendment area of IBC. Once we complete this, the entire amendments which is applicable for CA Final May 2023 examination with respect to Group 1 is complete. If you're watching this video for the first time, please to check out the other videos which will be surely beneficial to you. So without any further delay, let's move on. Okay. Through the enforcement of SEBI LODR Regulations 2021 with effect from 5th May 2021, SEBI LODR Regulations 2021 with effect from 7/9/2021, SEBI LODR Regulations 2021 with effect from 1/1/2022. There was further amendments made in the SEBI LODR Regulations 2015. This SEBI LODR 2015 will now be known as Principal Regulation and all other will be known as Amended Regulations. Okay. In Regulation number 3. Regulation number 3, it was dealing with the applicability of SEBI LODR, right? So, SEBI LODR will be applicable, right? Now, let's read it out. The amended regulation directly. Provided these regulations shall apply to a listed entity which listed any of the following designated securities on the recognized stock exchanges. Specific securities listed on the main board or SME exchange or innovators growth platform. Earlier, it was institutional trading platform. Now, named as Innovators Growth Platform. Then point B, non-convertible securities. Earlier the debt securities was given, redeemable preference shares, those were given, right? So now all have been converted non-convertible debt securities. Then Indian Depository Receipts known as IDRs. Securitized debt instrument, security receipts, unit issued by mutual funds, any other securities as may be specified by the board. Only these two have been newly added: Innovators Growth Platform and non-convertible securities. Applicable to the listed entity on the basis of the market capitalization criteria shall continue to apply to such entities even if they fall below the threshold. The provision of these regulations which become applicable to the listed entity on the basis of the criteria of the value of the outstanding listed debt securities shall continue to apply to such entities even if they fall below the threshold limits. See, which means when provision of this regulation becomes applicable to a listed entity either on the basis of the market capitalization criteria fulfillment or on the basis of fulfillment of the value of the outstanding listed debt securities criteria, then even after the application, if the value falls below threshold limits, still this regulation will be applicable. This regulation will be applicable. Okay, clear. Now, in regulation number 6. Regulation number 6 was dealing with compliance officer and his obligation. Now, instead of his or her is being added. We know this, right? In General Clauses Act, he includes she. So here it has been explicitly stated that compliance officer and his or her obligation. Now, regulation number 17A. In regulation 17A, it was dealing with maximum number of directorship. Okay, there were 2 points. One was a person shall not be a director in more than 7 listed entity, and second one was notwithstanding the above, any person who is serving as a whole-time director or a managing director in a listed entity shall serve as an independent director in not more than 3 listed entities. This second point has now been converted or renamed into an explanation, changed as explanation, and in explanation the word regulation is being made into lowercase. Amendment in the format. Okay, there is nothing big known as enter amendment itself. Okay, then in regulation number 18. Regulation number 18, what it was dealing with, it was dealing with audit committee. Right, very good. Okay, now audit committee, what were the conditions? The audit committee shall have minimum 3 directors as a member. Okay, then we were telling that 2/3 of the audit committee members shall be the independent directors. Now the word at least has been added. At least two-thirds of the members of the audit committee shall be independent director. Shall be independent director. Okay, another one was he includes she. That was, now we have to put he slash she. Okay, so how many should be independent directors? At least two-thirds of the members of the audit committee shall be independent directors. Okay, then the chairperson of the audit committee shall be an independent director and he or she shall be present at the annual general meeting to answer the shareholders' query. This is one which we discussed. Okay, then in regulation number 19.1. Okay, in regulation number 19.1. what it was dealing with nomination and remuneration committee. Okay, the same. Okay, here we were telling that the committee shall comprise of at least 3 directors. All the directors of the committee shall be non-executive directors, and at least 50% of directors shall be independent director. Now, this 50% has been replaced with two-thirds. Okay, in order to bring it line with audit committee. Now, this has also been changed. Okay, so now for both audit committee and the nomination and recognition committee, at least two-thirds of directors shall be independent directors. Then, in regulation number 21, we will directly move on to the amended regulation. Okay, seeing part by part, bits and pieces, we can directly move on to the amended regulation. Regulation number 21 was dealing with risk management committee. The board of directors shall constitute a risk management committee. The risk management committee shall have minimum 3 members, with majority of them being the members of the board of directors, including at least one independent director, and in the case of a listed entity having outstanding as equity shares, at least two-thirds of the risk management committee shall comprise of the independent directors. See, this risk management committee is again an important area for the exam because it is entirely almost it has been amended. Okay, speak up. Okay, the board of directors shall constitute a risk management committee. The risk management committee shall have a minimum 3 members, but the majority of them being the members of the board of directors, including at least one independent director, and in the case of a listed entity having an outstanding SR equity shares, at least two-thirds of the risk management committee shall be independent directors, comprised of independent directors. The chairperson of the risk management committee shall be a member of the board of directors, and senior executive of the listed entities may be the members of the committee. The risk management committee shall meet at least twice a year. Now it has to meet twice a year. What is the quorum? The quorum for the meeting of the risk management committee shall be either 2 members or one-third of the members of the committee, whichever is higher. 2 members or one-third of the members of the committee, whichever is higher, including at least one member of the board of directors in attendance. See, it has to be right. 2 members or one-third of the members of the committee, whichever is higher, and there should be at least one member from the board of directors who is present in the meeting. 10. The meeting of the risk management committee shall be conducted in such a manner that on a continuous basis, not more than 180 days shall elapse between 2 consecutive meetings. The gap between 2 meetings shall not exceed 180 days, and it should meet twice in a year. The board of directors shall define the role and responsibility of the risk management committee and may delegate the monitoring and review of the risk management plan to the committee, and such other functions as it may deem fit. Such function shall specifically cover cyber security, provided that roles and responsibility of risk management committee shall mandatorily include the performance of functions specified in Part D of Schedule 2. Specified in Part D of Schedule 2. Specified in Part D of Schedule 2. Okay. The provisions of this regulation shall be applicable. Who all is applicable now? It is applicable to top 1,000 listed entities. Top 1,000 listed entities defined on the basis of market capitalization as at the end of the immediately preceding financial year. And high value debt listed entity. High value debt listed entity. Now the provisions of risk management committee shall be applicable to whom? The top 1,000 listed entities determined on the basis of the market capitalization as at the end of the immediately preceding financial year, and a high value debt listed entity. The risk management committee shall have the powers to seek information from any employee outside or obtain outside legal or professional advice and secure an attendance of the outsider with relevant expertise if it considers necessary. Can seek the help of any person. Including employee, outsider, legal or professional advice, anything. Okay. Now, regulation number 24.5. Okay. A listed entity shall not dispose the shares in a material subsidiary resulting in the reduction of its shareholding to less than or equal to 50%. So, it should not dispose its shareholding to less than or equal to 50%. Okay, or seize the control of over subsidiary without passing a special resolution in a general meeting. See, I can dispose of the shares only after passing the special resolution in a general meeting, except in the case where such a disinvestment is made under a scheme of arrangement duly approved by a court or a tribunal, or under a resolution plan duly approved under section 31 of the IBC, and Such event is disclosed to the recognized stock exchanges within 1 day of the resolution being approved. Within 1 day of the resolution being approved. So let's repeat. The listed entity, I being a listed entity, shall not dispose the shares for material and subsidiary, which is going to result in the reduction of a shareholding to less than or equal to 50%, or seize the exercise of the control over the subsidiary without passing a special resolution in my general meeting, except when all disinvestment is made in a scheme of arrangement approved by a court or tribunal, or it is under a resolution plan duly approved under IBC, and these events are disclosed to the recognized stock exchange within 1 day of the resolution plan being approved. Now, regulation number 26. Here, a director shall not be a member in more than 10 committees and act as chairperson of more than 5 committees or across all the listed entities in which he or she, again he or she is, wherever he is there, now she is also being added. The limit of the committees on which a director may serve in all public companies, whether listed or not, shall be included. And all of the companies, including private companies, foreign companies, high value debt listed entities, and companies under Section 8 of the companies shall be excluded. So, this is being included. See, while calculating the limits, okay, all the public companies shall be included, either it is listed or not, but it should exclude private company, foreign company, high value debt listed entities, and companies under Section 8. The Section 8 companies. Okay, now clear? Now, regulation number 27.2 means with quarterly compliance report, right? The listed entity shall submit a quarterly compliance report on the corporate governance in the format specified by the board from time to time to recognized stock exchanges within 21 days from the end of each quarter. For each quarter, I have to submit within 21 days from the end of each quarter. Okay, now in regulation number 29(1)(f), this line has been omitted. Okay, so it's not that much important. So let's move on. Okay, now in schedule number 5, in paragraph C, schedule number 5 was dealing with anybody? Any guesses? Very good. Yeah. Corporate governance report. Great. Okay. So it was telling what is the disclosure requirement or what are the points to be included in the corporate governance report. In that, in point number 5, now it has been renamed to Stakeholders Relationship Committee. Earlier it was Stakeholders Grievance Committee. Now it has been renamed to Stakeholders Relationship Committee. And so see here, now this schedule 5 corporate governance report is being amended. Some amendments is there in this particular schedule number 5. So the entire schedule number 5 becomes important for examination. Okay. See, now you will think that generally students think that stakeholders relationship committee and risk management committee has been now disclosure requirements have been newly inserted. So this means that these two are important. No, the others are quite important. Nomination, remuneration committee description. I mean the disclosure requirements. Those are also to be read so that you will there is a high chance of asking this question, similar questions. Okay. Now, the okay now here let's move on. This new paragraph with respect to risk management committee has been added. Let's see that. Brief description of the terms of reference, composition, name of members and chairperson, meeting and attendance during the year. These are the points to be presented in the corporate governance report. With this, all the amendments in the SEBI LODR regulations 2015 has been covered. Okay. Now let's move on to the last of the video, so which is nothing but the amendments in the area of IBC. Okay. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. By notification, the IBBI hereby makes the following regulations further to amend IBBI insolvency resolution process for corporate person regulations 2016 by enforcement of IBBI insolvency resolution process for corporate person amendment regulations 2022, which is with effect from 9 February 2022. Okay. So earlier, Rule 18 was stating the things with respect to the meetings of the committee, which was as under: a resolution professional may convene a meeting of the committee as and when he considers necessary, and shall convene a meeting if a request to the effect is made by the members of the committee representing 33 voting rights. This was the earlier provision. Now it has been amended. A resolution professional may convene a meeting of the committee as and when he considers necessary. Same point. Now, a resolution professional may convene a meeting if he considers necessary on a request received from the members of the committee, and shall convene a meeting if the same is made by the members of the committee representing at least 33% of the voting rights. The earlier sentence has been now reworded. Okay, this is a new point. A resolution professional may place a proposal received from the members of the committee in a meeting if he considers it necessary, and shall place the proposal if the same is made by the members of the committee representing at least 33% of the voting rights. Earlier, only for convening a meeting, you said that the request has to be made by 33% of voting rights. Now, if there is any proposal received from the members of the committee in a meeting, if he considers necessary, he should place the same if the same is made by the members of the committee representing at least 33% of the voting rights. At least 33% of the voting rights. Okay, then. The second amendment. While notification through the enforcement of IBBI voluntary liquidation process amendment regulations 2022 amendment is made in the regulation number 5.2 of IBBI voluntary liquidation process regulation 2017. Okay, see here. What is the amendment regulation? We have a time limit of 3 days to appoint a liquidator in the case of voluntary regulation. Now it has been extended further to 7 days. Okay. Now the insolvency professional within sorry with respect, I'm really sorry, okay? With respect to the appointment, the insolvency professional has to intimate within the 3 days, okay? Now it has been amended to the insolvency professional shall within 7 days of his appointment as liquidator intimate the board of such appointment. Now, while amendment in the rule 4 under in IB insolvency and bankruptcy application to adjudicating authorities rules 2016. Now, the applicant shall serve a copy of the application to the registered office of the corporate record and to the board by registered post, speed post, or by hand or by electronic means before filing it with adjudicating authority. Whenever I'm going to file an application with the adjudicating authority, before filing this application, I have to serve a copy of that application to the corporate record and to the board either by registered post, speed post, hand, or electronic means. Okay, then. While notification number so and so, the insolvency IBBI makes IBBI liquidation process second amendment regulations 2022 further to amend the IBBI liquidation process regulations 2016. In the principal regulations, in regulation number 30, the following proviso shall be inserted. Namely, provided that the liquidator shall also verify the claims collated during the corporate insolvency resolution process CIRP, but not submitted during the liquidation process within 30 days from the date of last receipt of the claims during the liquidation process, and may either admit or reject the claim in whole or in part. Okay, this proviso is being inserted now. What is the proviso states? It states that a liquidator should verify the claims collated. I have been receiving lots of claims, right? So I have to collate all the details together which has been submitted during the CIRP process but not submitted during the liquidation process. During the starting stage, it has been submitted within 30 days from the date of last receipt of the claims. Last date of receipt of claims. What is the last date that I received the claim? From that date, within 30 days, I have to verify the claims. Okay, and I should either admit or reject the claim, either in whole or in part. Okay, then the last amendment. While notification number through the IBBI insolvency resolution process for corporate person, Fourth Amendment Regulations 2022 dated 16 September 2022, the following amendments being made. Okay, in regulation number 18. Okay, this explanation is being added. What is the explanation states? Okay, so first let's check, or let me ask you, what does regulation number 18 deals with? Any cases? Any guesses? Yes, no, not applicable. Yeah, okay. It was dealing with the meetings of the committee, right? So, for the purpose of the sub-regulation number 2, it is clarifying that the meetings may be convened under the sub-regulation till the resolution plan under subsection 1 of section 31 or order of regulation is passed under section 33 and decide on the matters which do not affect the resolution plan submitted before the adjudicating authority. Okay, clear? This one was there, right? Now in this paragraph, a new explanation is being added. Okay, clear? So with this, we have completed all the amendments for CA Final Group 1. Do check other videos also if you have really wished to see it. Share, and please do share with your friends if you really find it useful. And tada, bye bye. Thank you.